Hey everyone, Chris here. I want to go through real quick with you the joystick approach to channel guided video laryngoscopy. Say that 7 times fast. So, as a quick reminder, what goes in the channel comes out by the camera. And I think that's key to know because when we're doing this, we're not doing traditional technique where you're doing sweeping up and lifting to the left. And that's what a lot of people try to do and get way up on the camera on the glottic opening. They get too close and they find a struggle point. What you're really doing is just little fine motor kind of joystick stuff, like a pan tilt zoom camera is what I like to think about. So a little bit of motion just to get the camera to move just little bits. And it's an actual exponential change. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to hit on the thing. So I have here, and you'll see in the videos, I just have the UE scope. This is just the one I have. It's got a channel guide. I want to emphasize this gap right here because you're going to see in the video, we got the bougie. You see in the video, really talk about kind of finessing through that gap and walking it down. I really like this bougie. This is the one from Intersurgical. It's the USB, shaped like a pencil. I'll put the link in the video, but it's got points that actually maintain the bend. So if you want that airway geometry and you want to work on getting your bougie optimized for that, going through and coming up, it really works great. And that's what I do. I put a little curve on when I put it in. You'll see this all in the video here in a second. I keep it around back, and then this turns into my pan tilt zoom. That's all you're doing. So to really emphasize some things with this, we'll hit on here at the end, but I want to play the video now. So we're going to ramp the patient. Still want the ear to sternal notch unless there's a cervical spine injury. But notice, you're still doing the basics. Yep, got the airway device on. Got the channel. We're going to take our bougie. I'm going to put it in the channel. Tip comes right out at the end. You just want it to the point right in the bottom right corner of the gap of the camera. I like to back mine up even a little bit so it doesn't get hung up. Scissor the mouth. Ride the hard palate. Don't look at the camera. That's the hardest part. Ride the hard palate till you meet resistance. Lift back. And look, there it is. Visualization. You want it in about the midpoint of the camera field, so you walk it just a little bit back. Now you take your fingers like you're on a pencil and you just do little small movements. Bougie goes right in. So nice midline, very easy. Bougie goes in. That's that gap we talked about that lives right here. You'll find it on all channel blades. So again, let's do it again. Bougie, in, tip, camera. This is showing you an example of if you were to torque back, you have a change of angle. So if I were to pull back on the bougie, the tip would actually go down. And that's not what you want. So what you want is you want to just walk it ever so slightly through. And so otherwise what you're going to do is your brain's going to say pull back on the bougie, but it doesn't because the tip goes down. So hard palate, don't look at it. That's the key. Ride the hard palate, don't look at it. Walk back, exponential change on the camera, play pan tilt zoom. Notice the finesse grip. I'm not gripping it like it's a motorcycle blade, right? There's the gap, and you would just walk your bougie in. So just showing you it's just little bits. And that's not even touching the teeth. That's just little small snippets there. So you can see the visualization on the bottom left as well. That's one of the cool things about video laryngoscopy with recording. So again, do it one more time. Bougie in. Don't pre-put the tube in. It removes your ability to essentially manipulate the bougie at the distal portion. You want flexibility. Ride the hard palate. While you're pulling the tongue forward, put the blade in, find your landmark, and then little bits of motion. Little bits of motion. And you walk the bougie in. This allows you to essentially twist the tip if you need to. Maybe there's a mass, a neoplasm, some structure, a lot of blood, a big something in there, and you need to get the bougie around. This still gives you the flexibility and the mobility of manipulating it in that gap at the top, and that's one of the cool parts. So one more time, load the bougie just behind the camera, scissor the mouth while pulling the tongue forward, place the blade against the hard palate, don't look at the camera. If you watch the camera, you're going to try and make adjustments as you continue to go down. This is the strategy I found to be most successful. Have it go all the way down till you meet resistance, so the tip of the blade touches the back, stop, bring the camera back, the joystick up, and use it like a joystick until you get that glottic opening and the top half of, or in the midpoint of that camera, halfway through, right? Midpoint of the camera, and then you gently guide the bougie. Use the small fingers. That's why I really like this one, because it's shaped like a pencil. It has that whatever hexagonal, octagonal, I don't know that stuff. But it forces you to hold it like a pencil as opposed to like this. You jam it in, again, revisiting that, if you jam it in and you torque back on this point here, by pulling back, the bougie actually goes down, it doesn't go up, because this creates a change of angle and shifts it down. So that is video laryngoscopy with channel blades. We hope it helped. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit us up. But please remember, this is a finesse sport, geometry. Optimize the airway, get airway positioning, do the basics well. You should not be manipulating a patient's face to get a tube into their throat. So you guide over after you get the bougie in. The more bulk you put on, I see people wrap the bougie with the tube like a Texas loop or something. You've now put a coil that has potential energy that by nature wants to essentially pop out. Stop doing that. You're fighting it. Just easy. Make it look smooth like butter. So we hope that helped. Have a great day.